Howdy, howdy, folks. Got a match in the Dalian today. This is a ship I have not played a lot since it came out. What was it, whatever campaign ship months ago. I actually don't even remember when it came out. I played it like twice and just never revisited it. But my buddy plays these light cruisers like a maniac. He likes this one. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it out a few more times. So I've played it a couple times recently. Had some rough matches. This one was one of them, but I managed to come out on top. I don't have my build because I am honestly not sure what build I'm running in this match. I went back and forth on... I love carriers. I went back and forth on several builds. I still haven't settled on my build. It's like, dude, do you go guns, torps, gun, like I can't make up my mind. I think it may be kind of eating so many torps from this the Graf Zeppelin. I think it's a Graf Zeppelin. I ate so many torps this week, guys. Just some dumb, some annoying, some I could have, you do the thing where it's like you see the torpedo coming and then you move just enough to make it actually hit you. I did that 12 times this week. I just couldn't get out of my own way. So I think that one was a little bit of that. The first one, I don't know that I had a chance to dodge, but that one, I think that was on me. What was I saying? My build. I don't actually know what build I'm running in this thing. I can't remember. I can't remember what the default consumables are, so I don't even know if I have fully... Oh, you know what? No, I'm close. I think I'm close enough to these. I don't have the ring, so I'm not running fully packed. I must be running Harbin with the torpedo skill, whatever that thing is called. It like increases damage further away, decreases detectability, and maybe one more thing. Yeah, so I think I am running a bit more of a torpedo build. These Pan-Asian cruisers, I just don't have a good handle on. I don't have a good handle on the shell ballistics. Like I feel like they bounce around too. Like some of them have the super floaty, more American. Some of them have more Soviet style in between. Everything in between, and just I felt that going through the line and then playing some of the premium ones that I have. I'm all over the place. They're all over the place. I don't feel comfortable with them in general, but I have played the Dalian enough. I messed around with the build. I played with Chin. I played with AL Harbin. I think this is an AL Harbin match with torpedo skills in the bottom rows and then like range, fire, speed. Inspirations are probably Bakawa and who knows. Maybe Belly. I honestly don't know. I don't know what's best, and I think it may be different for each ship, and I've got like 3 different builds, actually 6, because I've got different builds on Chin and AL Harbin, and I can't make up my mind, and I keep messing around with them and changing them, and so I definitely got to the point that I needed to just stop changing the build and figure out the ship for a second, because I was getting myself mixed up on what the actual build was. Was I more torpedo focused or gun focused or whatever? So I need to chill. Just a little anecdote for anyone else. I mess with my builds a lot. I find that enjoyable. It's one of the things that I like about the game is you can make all those little tweaks. I don't know that it makes all that much difference. But I do enjoy it. But this is the time that it got the better of me. Because I don't even know what my build is. I think I queued into the match and I didn't really know. So yeah, this Two Brothers. You guys know if you know me. Favorite map? No, it's not. Thankfully, I don't think anyone's charging down the middle in this one. We're just kind of playing it KG over here. There's a lot of battleships north of A, which is a great, you'll love to see it in these Pan-Asian cruisers in general. Kind of burn down the ships. I have terrible luck with torpedoes and fires. Luck, skill, whatever. That was a bad shot, but it felt like low, like I thought I had up more. Anyway, I'm trying to just kind of get a little more spacing. I see this Wisconsin just charging in. I think he's going to eat torps, but if he doesn't, and he just kind of hangs on. Wisconsin has good heals. I'm a little nervous that he's going to be in spotting range if I stay in my smoke and just, you know, a couple of those things happen. He could actually be, my smoke goes away and he pops up and it's like, uh-oh, I'm still in range. So I am just kind of going back behind my smoke, still using it for cover, but just getting a little more space. But then I see he eats those 3 torpedoes, so like, okay, he's going down. Let me turn back around and get back in here. One thing I like about the Dalian is it does have improved pin on the HE. I just made my Picardy video, so I mentioned it there. I really prefer guns that can do raw damage. Just relying on fires for damage or only being able to pin superstructure, I just don't like. You know, most battleships, I think these guns pin. Ooh, I meant to check. Is 25 or 26. I think it's 26 because I think it does pin kind of the heavier light cruiser hull, but I'm not 100% sure. You're not going to pin battleship hulls, so you're still going superstructure. But it's just enough extra that on the lighter targets and extremities and things like that, that I find it worthwhile. Here again, I think this is one of those. Yeah, dial it in a little bit. Again, I'm not used to the shell ballistics on these ships. They're just kind of a little weird to me. Again, as you go through the line, they swing back and forth between fast and slow, and I've played probably at this point with the Dalian maybe 10 matches in it. I'm not 100% sure, and half of those were 6 months, a year ago, whenever it came out. So I just haven't played this thing a lot. But this is an ideal match for a ship like this. We've got just enough spotting, just enough engagement. You know, I am burning down these battleships. The Wisconsin pushed right into my launch of torpedoes. This is a little risky here if the New Jersey fired on me, but I can't remember if I was timing his shot or if I just looked at his guns and was confident I could get in. And I think I was also trying to distract from, not sure if that's in Alabama or Massachusetts beside me. Can I tell? When I'm recording it, it's like half size, so I can't actually tell what that is. I believe it's a South Dakota of some sort. So I was actually trying, you know, if I can just distract just a little bit. This guy's spotting, he's tanking, he's kind of doing, I don't even remember if he has an amazing scoring match, but at this point in the match, I was in Alabama, cool. Except for that little bit of broadside, but honestly, he probably thought he was just dead anyway, so he's kind of doing the thing, like spot and tank, and sometimes that's what you do in a battleship, and it's enough. So, but he does go down. We got a fire ticking, that's nice. We're checking out the rest of our team. It's not looking good on the other side, which is a little concerning. It feels like this with the heavy side. Oh, we've got somebody going middle. That's why it feels light. Someone took themselves out of the match for like 3 minutes to sail up mid and get pelted by the battleship the whole time. Love to see it. Love to see it. In case you're new to the channel, I don't like when people go up mid for no reason. This guy's in a carrier match. He's not going to cap that. The carrier's going to reset him, if nothing else. But he's also going in broadside to New Jersey. It just takes like a quarter health, maybe. But this Brandenburg is obligingly running into a torpedo spread. I am trying to burn down this New Jersey before he gets another shot off. I am going to finally smoke up. Hey! Eat some torpedoes. So yeah, I must be running the torpedo build. Alright, cool. It's a Wisconsin. He gets the New Jersey down. Fine. Maybe he is going to take that cap. Oh no, here comes a carrier. It's just like... Oh wait, who shot that guy? Where? Yeah, okay. So that was the Wisconsin. So there was another Wisconsin that burned down a D. I can't see the names because it's so small. This was only like yesterday. Why I can't remember the match. But we have 6 torpedoes, a bunch of battleships ran into torpedoes. Again, that's the ideal situation for this type of ship. We have the cap. They're pushing into it. We have spotting. they're just at our mercy. They're eating the torpedoes, eating the fires. You'll love to see it. Here, 2v5. I assumed it was a loss at this point. I'm like, alright, well, 2v5. Carrier's going to be up my butt. I think this is one of the ships that does decent into Graf Zeppelin. I have been just brutalized by AP bombs. Gets the Giuseppe Verdi down, so it's like, okay, 2v4. There's 2 destroyers, which I believe I just saw it. I think we have a Graf Zeppelin too. You know, not as forte. The torps are good. Bombs borderline useless against destroyers. So it's not ideal, but we got a chance now. 4v2. We got a chance. We know they're coming to sea. One of the weaknesses of these Pan-Asian destroyers are almost destroyers, but they're not. Pan-Asian cruisers, there's no utility, there's no vision, there's no spotting, there's no sonar, there's no radar. No target locator. They've got good concealment, but that doesn't really matter against a destroyer. Ooh, squeaky by. Against a destroyer, they're going to outspot you anyway. They are relatively fast, decent rudder, decent turning, etc., but they're not amazing. You're not going to hunt down a running destroyer in most cases. But we saw that guy coming in from the carrier. We see he's smoking up now. He's trying to get in there, smoke up from the carrier, avoid getting reset, try to flip that cap, because we are up on points. This match, just watching it back, there's so... You can see how the different aspects of the game play out. Like, you do the damage, I think it was our destroyer that actually capped at A, and then I think he went way up north and got hunted down by the carrier, so that wasn't ideal. But the fact that he got the cap early, and then, ooh, yes, and that Dalian is just in. So, and I think that's the benefit of the torpedoes on this build, is you can't really see them until they're on you. We're taking overpins from the carrier. What was I saying? Oh yeah, our destroyer got A first, and that forced the battleships into my torpedoes. If he doesn't get that cap, if we let them take it, then we're just kind of at a loss there, because if they don't push into me, I have a much harder time doing the damage. So here we saw a destroyer over there. I'm just hope and pray. Honestly, at this point, I'm out of kilter. Just golly, look at all these torpedoes, and then those run out. Just my heart. It's just puff. Oh, they run out. But here, then here comes the carrier again. Our carrier goes down. I'm like, oh no. Oh, and then that one. Oh, I just eat that one just a little bit. I don't take the shot. I should have taken the shot there, but I was too focused on trying to dodge the torpedoes. This is something that I've tried to work on, is you gotta keep your cool in these situations, even when it's down to the wire like this. It would be better to do fewer things correctly than get overwhelmed and do all the things poorly most of the time. So I should have taken a shot on that destroyer right there. But maybe I was trying to drop spot. Actually, maybe that was my point. To see where the other destroyer is. Maybe that's what I was going for. That's what I'll say. You know what? I wasn't overwhelmed. It was a tactical decision. This was I shouldn't have damage con that gun knock right there. I was thinking oh, I want damage on target, but realistically one gun isn't going to make the difference here. I needed it in case I ate a Jaeger torpedo or something. I shouldn't have damage con that gun, but I get lucky and it doesn't matter. And we just squeak out the win. I think I lost 3 in a row in the Dalian before this with similar scores, so I was thrilled to pull out this 4K win. GG.